welcome back to Unknown Destination. Today we're asking the question, what is to come for my June 2019? So pick a group and then we'll go from there. So let's start with group 1. Okay, group 1. What is to come for my June 2019? So the first card we have is the 9 of Swords. So there's something that's going to be really heavy on the mind during this period. I feel like you'll have been going through something for a couple of months or a couple of weeks, but you've had something on your mind for quite a while now, and it's kind of reaching its full potential, being really damaging to you and just like overriding your mind. It's reaching that kind of height of where it's all built up to too much, and you're really thinking about it a lot, really worrying about it a lot, and you're just really confused, and it's really weighing heavy on you and stressing you out at the moment. But it's something that's been leading up for a while. I think it's not something like out the blue. It could be, but I feel like it's something that's been leading up. Okay, the second card is the 8 of Swords. So here we are, feeling trapped from my anxieties. I feel like this links in with this card, and it might like be the step before the build up of you like having these anxieties, feeling trapped about them, and then you're reaching this point where it's taking a toll on you. But I think this might be about you asking other people for help about this situation, and they're kind of bringing up all these different worries that you hadn't thought about, and they're kind of all surrounding you, and your anxieties are building up from what other people are saying about this situation that you might be going through. So I feel like that's what that card's symbolizing. And then we have the 2 of Cups. So this is a positive card. It's about having good relationships with people, very harmonious relationships. I feel like this card is talking about how there might be someone there to help you going through this period, or there might be someone inspiring you to get through this period, or there might be someone on the other side of this period. Maybe they're involved in this situation, and this kind of issue that you're dealing with is surrounding them, and they might be on the other side, what's beyond if you get over all these anxieties. So they might be representing your hope throughout all this, and you want to reach that hope by the end of getting through everything. Okay, next card we have the Magician. This is about manifesting what we want, bringing into fruition what we want, divine timing, all that. I think you might be using this kind of hope you have from this person, or this inspiration you have, to manifest what you want and to get out of this scenario and find a way out and see past all the anxieties. But I also feel like this is kind of a message to you to have this kind of attitude, to understand that you can create what you want, and if you focus and you trust the universe, that you can get what you want out of this situation. Okay, next we have the Strength card. I think this is another message of finding that inner strength to overcome this, and focusing on the hope instead, and using whatever hope you have to find the strength. I also think this might be about other people seeing strength in you, or you seeing strength in other people, and that's been really useful to you. Yeah. Okay, now we have another card. We have the Knight of Cups. So this is like an offering of emotions. I feel like this is you, extending your hand towards other people to ask for help, and for guidance. And yeah, I think that's what this card's about. This is like, tying into all this, you trying to seek out that kind of emotional help and support. Okay, then we have the 8, is it 8? Yeah, it's 8 of Cups. This is about walking away from something that once made us happy. I think this is referring to this could be something you come to realise after going through this period of worrying and anxieties about something, and you come in terms with the fact that whatever is causing all this distress can't make you happy anymore and you have to walk away from it. But I think that this could also be I think this might have happened to you, like someone walking away from you, like you're not making someone happy anymore and they're kind of walking away from you and the situation and whatever you shared. So I feel like that might be your situation. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, lots of abundance and happiness around her, and she's very in touch with nature, and she's like kind of a motherly figure as well. Yeah, I think this is about what you need to do for yourself. You kind of need to be comforting to yourself, you need to love yourself more, you need to support yourself and help yourself get through whatever you're going through, because it could be disastrous if you don't. I think this is also referring to I think there's a lot of abundance around you that you're not focusing on and that you don't see right now, and you might eventually come to see it, or you might already be aware of it and be purposefully ignoring it. So yeah, that's kind of a message to focus on the good. Next card we have is the Queen of Cups. She's kind of like the master of emotions. She's got this cup in her hand, like she understands her emotions fully. She's got control over them. I feel like you have the ability to control your emotions in the situation, but you're kind of letting yourself go. You're making it harder for yourself, even though you know you can, you know, take control of this and understand this. This might be telling you to take a step back and just make sense of your emotions instead of getting carried away by them. I think this also is about yeah, I think this is just about you being, your emotions just kind of ruling you. I think this is about something that you want to feel really badly, and you're kind of holding this feeling that you want, or situation that you want, really high prioritized and really highly valued, and it's something that's like kind of a goal of yours, that you really want to have this kind of emotion and or situation where you can get this kind of emotion from. You're really like holding it and admiring it and thinking this is what you want, this is what you need, this is the end goal. But I think it's kind of an illusion, and you need to go past that and find things that truly make you happy. And yeah. Okay, the final card is the 7 of Pentacles. So this is about working hard on something, but it's not really working out or showing. It's your hard work's not really paying off, basically. I think that this might be about this. I think this card is connected to this one, where you're holding this kind of feeling or situation really highly, and you're working hard and you're focusing on it a lot, but you're not getting that kind of feeling, and your attempts at achieving it are not paying off, and you don't realise it's because that feeling you shouldn't be working towards, and you need to kind of change what you're valuing. I feel like this is relationship based, but it might be anything. So yeah. Okay, group 2. So we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, this is about a card of someone who's focusing on what they've lost, what they've emotionally suffered from a situation, and then not focusing on the good things that are awaiting them. I think this card is basically talking about how you've worked for something or you invested in something, maybe a relationship or something, and you experienced happiness from it, but it's kind of been lost now, and you're just kind of mourning over that. But there's always something better coming, or maybe what you lost wasn't as good as you thought it was. Okay, next card is the Emperor. So this card is about, making decisions, basically being the king of your own life, being really sturdy, knowing what you want, what decisions to make. I think this card is about you taking the reins in your life, being the forefront in your life, the forefront drive. I feel like you've been in situations or you've experienced people that have held you back and not let you reach your true potential, or let you just done what you thought was true to yourself, and what you thought brought you ultimate happiness. But now that you've kind of surpassed those people, maybe left them or just seen past them, you're now in the driving seat of your life compared to before when you weren't. And then we have the Sun card here, which is very positive, very happy. It's like ultimate happiness basically. So I feel like now that you have, in June 2019, when you get the reins back in your life, you'll be very happy from it. You'll experience a lot of happiness and just a lot of fulfillment. I don't think there'll be anything necessarily materialistic. There might be that'll make you happy, or like anything that like comes into fruition that makes you happy. It'll just be you feeling like you have power over your life for once, and that will make you really, really happy, and like you have the potential to get what you want, do what you want, just live your life basically. Okay, the next card we have is the Chariot, which is also very similar to the Emperor card, making decisions, taking the reins, knowing what you want, going for it. I feel like this card is about, there's a chariot with you in this one compared to this one. So I think this is like about how you'll have support from other people, or situations will help you learn to become better at making better decisions for your life. So I think you have this kind of supportive frame or structure or whatever supporting you while you go ahead and be the Emperor and make them decisions. Okay, the next card is the 6 of Pentacles, which is all about being generous, being wealthy, or you receiving generosity. I think this whole situation will make you more appreciative of others, and instead of seeing like the things that the bad kind of aspects of people and the aspects of people that have put you down, you'll see the good in them, even if people that once were in your life caused you heartache or trouble, you'll be able to see the good in them. That doesn't mean like you welcome them back into your life or you let them take advantage of you again. It just means that you just appreciate them more as a person and you don't have as much hate in your heart, and you'll be more generous to them, but not in a way that they can take advantage of you again. Okay, the next card is the 2 of Wands, which is about looking out onto this place where you want to be and feeling the motivation to go out there and get the world, but you're still kind of hesitant. This might be you, you know, before your Emperor Chariot mode, looking out into the world, all these decisions you want to make and being a bit scared to pursue them. But I think this might be about, I think this is more about you trusting people again. I feel like you hold this love in your heart that you want to give out to people and that you want to share with people, and you want to show people that are just like seek out friends and seek out love and happiness. But I think like from past experiences or just something else, you might just feel a bit more hesitant to kind of give your life, give your world, your, you know, just give you to people in general. So I think that's what this is talking about. While you go out and experience the world and have all this, you know, you're still a bit hesitant to open up. Next we have the Knight of Swords. This is about going for getting what you want, having the kind of intellect, the brains, the knowledge to go out and just get it. Like, you've experienced things, you've learned things, and now you're ready to seize things. I think that this would be referring to, I think this is mainly just about past experiences that you've had with people or whatever, and you've learnt a lot from them, and now you're ready to go out into the world and you're able to differentiate between what's going to bring you happiness, what won't bring you happiness, what kind of people you want in life, what kind of people you don't want, and you're just ready to live your best life. Okay, the next card is the Hermit. This is all about being kind of secluded from the world, from people, taking time for yourself, learning about things, reflecting on yourself, being more spiritual, connecting, you know, with yourself. I think this is a part of you, like in the background, you're always it's always just you and yourself, kind of thinking about the things you've been through, the things you've experienced, the people you've met. You're just kind of observing the world around you and learning from it all, and being more open to learn rather than, you know, making impulsive decisions. You're in the background of it, you're a hermit basically, but it's a really good thing. Okay, the King of Swords I think is about a new era for you, as in like you're becoming this new kind of person through whatever transformative experience you're going through. You're becoming more a person that's more aware of their surroundings and what they're dealing with in their current life or in their past life or in the future. They're more analytical of it, they're more understanding, they're more able to look at a whole situation and see the good, the bad, you know, the middle, whatever. You just have a broad perspective on everything, but you're still emotionally aware as well. Like, you're still able to feel from these situations, learn from your emotions, listen to your emotions. So that's basically everything for group 2. Okay, so group 3, the first card is the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands is about someone who's seeing new ideas, new kind of endeavours coming to them. They're kind of seeing these new kind of ideas, and they have this kind of curious attitude. I think this is about you becoming more open. Okay, I think this is about you becoming more open and able to speak your mind in certain situations. I feel like you've held back in the past, and it's coming to a time where you know, you have thoughts and ideas and opinions, but you're more hesitant to express them, even when you really need to or you should express them, because then it becomes a problem for you. I think you'll learn how to be able to express these kind of opinions and ideas that you have more confidently and stand on your own 2 feet. Okay, the next card we have is the Empress. She's really abundant. Has this feminine kind of energy. She's really connected to nature. I think this just represents you kind of nurturing that feminine energy within you, and I think at heart you're just a soft, kind, gentle kind of person, and you're more calm, and I think that's you kind of nurturing this energy and just not accepting it, but just, you know, letting it, just being aware that it's part of your personality, it's who you are, and appreciating it. Yeah, just like appreciating that side of you, and you appreciating it makes it like come more into fruition and just kind of bloom and just become more of who you are. The next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles, which is about new ideas, new opportunities coming through. I think this is kind of a result of you being able to speak your mind more and express your opinions and ideas more easily. It'll kind of lead to you experiencing new things, new opportunities, new situations, and I think this will kind of help support you and encourage you to keep, you know, being that confident person, like gaining your confidence slowly. You'll find motivation, like new motivations to be able to do that. The next card we have is the King of Pentacles. Now this is a very abundant card. We have a lot of pentacles here. This is a very, very abundant card. You know, you're surrounded by a lot of money, materials, you know, you've manifested it all basically. So yeah, this could be from like you being in a kind of job situation, and you kind of taking the reins more, being more confident with being more of a leader, and that leads to you becoming more abundant, or you see the opportunities of abundance in your life from, you know, gaining this kind of confidence and nurturing who you are. You just see the bigger opportunity and the bigger picture to gain more from life. The next card we have is the Nine of Cups, which is all about being really happy and emotionally fulfilled by something. I think this is referring to there's a place you want to be in which you're really emotionally fulfilled and happy. Like, it's not that you have an ideal situation in your head, but it's more that you think you know and see what's coming basically, and it's a kind of situation where you're really emotionally fulfilled, you're really happy, content with what you have. I think you're kind of missing something, or you don't see that, you know, there's just something else or someone else that can kind of make this into a 10 of Cups and make you completely happy and fulfilled, and experience that with people around you. I think the Nine of Cups is basically a reminder that there isn't like one end goal in life where you're going to be completely happy with everything, and that, you know, this path that you're going on is going to end in complete fulfillment and happiness. Like, there are times where you do feel completely happy and content, but life's always got its ups and downs, and there's always things that are going to change up, things that are going to change, and you're just gonna have to continue learning, and there's no end kind of, like there's no picture in your head that you should have that that's the end. When I reach there, that then my life's over, like I'm gonna be happy for the rest of my life. That's basically what this is saying, I think. The next card we have is Judgment, which is kind of like a wake-up call. You've basically realised something, or something's come into light that you had no idea about, and you're just reaching this place of really big realisation that you didn't anticipate. I think this is about, I think you've finally stepped to the role and become ready to admit to something really huge in your life. Maybe something in the back of your head you've been denying, you've been slightly aware of, but you've never really like fully thought about in your head, fully like, you know, mentioned in your head. You've never fully been aware of it, but you've slightly been aware of it, and you're finally ready to kind of face the truth of a situation. And so yeah, you're finally ready to admit to something and be the one to save yourself and help yourself in the end. Okay, so the next card is the 10 of Wands. So yeah, this is about having a lot of burdens, carrying a lot of things all at once, and you've got like a lot on your plate at the moment, but you know when you reach the finish line you'll be a lot more relieved, a lot more happy about a situation. I think this is about like staying hopeful about a situation. Like something might be weighing a ton on you or not be working out, or you might feel like it's a lot of effort to continue doing something even when you don't really want to anymore, or you're thinking about turning your back on it. But I think this is about hope and sticking through with what you want till the end, and kind of learning to understand that there's struggles when it comes to trying to find and strive for what we want. And this is about keeping the hope. I think this is also about taking responsibility for everything that you need to do, and not kind of brushing things under the carpet or overseeing them, just taking them on and having the motivation, the strive, determination to head towards the finish line with everything that you've started and begun. The next card we have, here's the 10 of Cups. So what we were talking about here, about you know, learning that life has its twists and turns, and not feeling like, you know, there's gonna be an end happy picture when you achieve your goals, knowing that life's always got its struggles no matter what. I think this is where you realise this next month, and you reach that place that you want to reach, but now you have a newfound sense of understanding and awareness that, you know, life has its ups and downs, and you can't always think that this end goal that you have in mind will last forever. And I think you learn to accept and realise that even the bad times have value, and you can enjoy, you know, the struggles you go through, and you can always learn from them. The last card we have is the 9 of Wands. So this is kind of about holding on to what you believe in, and even though you've been through struggles and pain, you still hold on to your beliefs and your values and what you're going for, and you don't quit because you know that's the right thing to do. I think this is about keeping the right attitude through all this, and keeping the right attitude in this month to not give up and see things, you know, like when you start something new you have motivations to do them, but sometimes you get to a place when you're kind of tired from them, that they're not worth as much as you thought, or they're just not as valuable as you thought, and you kind of have this feeling like they're kind of dull and you want to give up on them. But this is about, you know, holding on to the motivation and not letting it fade away. So these cards kind of all really link into each other, and yeah, I think this month is about a lot of growing for you. That was the reading for group 3. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if any of it resonated. Bye.